Oh, sorry for the long delay there. Didn't realize I'd clicked the mouse button. I was trying just to move it out of the way so I could write something. Hey, this is episode 14 in the Expanding Worlds tutorial Semi-Trans session here on How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. I'm Kelly Jack, and this is the Dyfed Rex channel, which I am the gaming identity of. Yeah, that's my handle in games. All right. So we said we were going to talk finances. Let's talk finances for last year. Last year we made $91,000. The trucks brought in $102,000. We're starting to lose money on trains because I started laying those various rail segments for the future rail network because the train engine is on order and will be here in August of this year. At least that's how I'm explaining it to myself. And as we told you, the ships are going to lose us money, about $10,000 a year for that ship. Coming up here, I wanted to make certain there's no waiting at that, and there isn't. Taking a peek at the 266 crates, if nothing else, I can put a few more ox carts out there onto that line and move a lot more fish until we get a better option. What are the better options? Well, we'll talk about those later. I haven't built the thing, but our construction costs show up in here for something, and I think that's where our terraforming, from what I managed to figure out, our terraforming and something else comes in here. And I want to say it's signals. I really want to say that. This being a nice round figure, that matches up to what I'm saying. If I go to the monthly on construction costs, the month with the... So how did it get a 50? Oh, that's because we're looking this month. I didn't realize. Is it bridges? This is interesting. I still haven't figured out what all goes into other. One of these days I'm going to figure it out. You know what? Let's see if they explain it. Hi. I'm even going to set myself to other. Op cost, maintenance. It's going to go through it. Net wealth. No, it does not tell us what all counts as other. I think one of these days I'm going to have to go through and make a video where I just goof around and see what spikes other by building it. Because this has got me confused. Because I haven't built a signal. And I'm trying to think, what did I just do rail-wise that would have got me a $50 amount? The bridge? No, because bridges have maintenance. Okay, so if it's not the bridge, it's not the rail. What else did I build? Did some digs. Did I accidentally drop something somewhere that's 50? Or got a 50 in it? Even money. Yes, you can show your reserved ways. Greedy multi-block. No, I don't think it was a signal. Because all those are even hundreds. Maybe I did drop a rail signal somewhere. Don't recall it. Maybe instinct. Who knows? But looking at it, other's going to be our killer. Pretty certain, like I said, I know that the groundwork. Oh, because we changed. I know what it is now. I think I know what it is. Nope, those are $5,000 to convert from water back to ground. That's what kicked me, was when we did this. That's why it's 48,000. It cost me 10,000 to first change it to water and then back to ground. That's why I don't like an actual right on the lake shore river bank railroad, because it often causes issues. All right, coffee smack. Let me know if the clanking of the flagpole outside takes and gets you. It can, if the wind picks up too much, get rather obnoxious. Good. Oh, this is down low already? Nice. Okay. Back to the finances. Ship, like we said, losing money. About 850, but it's still better than that first year when we, put in the thing and the 2,500 comes through with the infrastructure. Once infrastructure is done, it's just the losses, and it's not that bad. Maintenance right now for ship, I'm only paying $40. $40 a month forward, doable. The loss is what's kicking me, and we need to find something that will go to sea and make money, and soon. All right, looking at our breakdown here, we're running $232 a month. Old Fay for the rail, because I'd laid some. We're now up to $628 that we're going to be eating per month for the next few months until we get the train. But I want it so that I can just go in and be ready to rock and roll with the trains. I want to get some passenger trains running. And I especially want to do these two long lines that I'm kind of doing, and that line over on the other side that I'm hoping will let me begin the building of a main line that eventually will have sidings and spurs. In this map, there's a reason I call it Expanding Worlds, guys. You're going to like it when Caesar does something nice to us. But it won't happen for a bit. Looking at the truck, like I said, I'm, my base maintenance, which is my roads and bridges, all my stuff is $1,864. Well overcoming it. My op costs are way low, and thanks to the fact that I've got now 2 different runs of the fish, we are just cleaning house here. Fish is a little bit overpriced, but at the same time, It's got to be to overcome the cost of the ship. Even if your marketplace is right on the waterfront, I firmly recommend always do a small stretch on land to make back up that money. All right, let's see what we can do. The other problem, though, is when you look at the goods list, I hate it when this thing gets all wonky because of a crash. I'm still trying to reset everybody. Show only used. There we go. Fish is a 7% perishable. So we're going to lose 7% per click that we don't make, speed-wise. So if it's 310 now, I go down to a 20, which is what I'm running. I'm actually only making $2.99 and 15 cents. So I'm losing almost 11 bucks per tile. Per tile. Per 100 tiles, I should say. That makes it $2.99 per tile. So I'm losing 11 cents per tile. 11 cents per tile per unit. Which at that kind of a price, who cares? Unless my margin's tight on that. So we got to watch our margin. Watch for when faster road vehicles come and things like that. I think we're sitting good on finances. We've talked about it. It's time to talk about that future, the train. We were paused. Hey, you know what? I want to get to the train. So what is our future for the train? Well, our future for the train is the Aaron Eagle. And then 2 more years before we can carry any other freight, which will be bulk goods, boxed goods, lumber, and then at the middle of the year in 37, mail. We're into February. Yes, I know you're crowded up there. Okay. So we're going to step him down for a moment. And I'm going to stick back out. How many of these do I have already built and set? Just 2. Oh, not these. Sell, sell. You. Near seas. Copy. 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 Start, start, start. 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 There we go. Throw a whole bunch more onto that to try to, because it's only 2 crates we're able to carry. The rest of that weight is, of course, the pack ice around it to keep it fresh. And I'm feeling ornery, so we're going to turn the trees back on for a little bit while we're waiting. Go ahead and put the speed run back in. I haven't seen any questions yet. I will check between episodes here and see. Yes, I am going to build in such a way. I don't believe in destroying a river very often. I actually believe it's far more appropriate to preserve the rivers, because you may have a reason to need a small canal or a small boat service for something where it makes more sense. And right here, no falls. There's a fall right there. So I would have to, in order to get out and into the open ocean, do a canal beside the river that drops it down to here, and then either come out through the mountain or jog it over so that I have a different pathing. And it's already showing that different pathing suggested here and here. So those are spots I'm looking at, trust me. March, April, getting there. Getting there. We will deal with the dispatch of the trains next episode. But once we get to July, I'm going to stop long enough to put in my 3 stations. So we're going to turn the trains off so I can see the stations. I'm going to go ahead and get the stations in now for the first station. I want passenger service. And we're only doing 2 little small stations here. I'm going to do a passenger terminal here. And of course our end terminal. And we're coming up to the end of April. Close the rail for a moment. I need to go to special construction. This is a big hit. Even bigger than what we've already taken with the costs. And that is, we've got to put in our back to the rail. We forgot the most important thing. Dispatch barn. And I put him up by the other dispatch barn. I'm going to probably close the far dispatch barn at some point once we get motor vehicles. Until then, it's actually far less cost losing on dispatch to have multiple barns. You lose more in just 2 routes than you would pay in a couple of months. And it's just a dispatch if you go too far. And the further you go, of course, the more it costs you. And the longer it takes for a route to become profitable. Looking again at those profit and losses, we'll take and deal with them after we get the rails up and running. And I've got to decide where I want to come in on Walmouth. This is looking like a good terminal station spot with a single line out. And I can have 2 different terminals. We're at July. I'm going to let it slow down. Decided we will dispatch the train next month. I'm Callie Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.